Hey Pisces, this is Mimi with Divination by Mimi. Welcome to your September 23rd through the 30th reading with Tarot and Oracle if necessary. So there's a lot going on in your first house of identity. You still have Neptune which is your ruling planet. So there's lots of feelings of emotion, dreaminess, possibly really feeling the collective, feeling the connection with your human family and sentient family. Also, with Chiron, asteroid Chiron being in retrograde status in your first house, this is also you sort of dealing with old pain. So things maybe from childhood that were very painful. So that's things to consider. In Virgo, there's a lot of activity. We've got, let's see, we've got Aries, we've got Venus, and we have got Mercury up until around the last day. Mercury is going to be moving into Leo at that time. And there are some other aspects being formed, communications between planets that can create either some tension or some harmony depending upon where the planets are placed in your chart. And then lastly of note, Pluto is going to be going direct on the 28th, and that's a big deal. It's been retrograde for a while in Capricorn, and Pluto kind of is about those deep-seated things that really motivate us. Sometimes it's the stuff that's not really meant for polite conversation, things that have to do with sex and death and pains, old pains. So with Pluto going direct, that means that we can stop, with it not retrograde anymore. There's no longer a need to reflect as much. It's always important to reflect, but the emphasis is not so much on reflection on what's happening, but rather giving you the speed and the direction and the flow to actually take action, to make those changes happen. Because remember, Pluto is the metamorphosis. He's the transmutation, transition. So anything you've been working on for a long, long time that have been connected to your life for a good portion of your life, if not all of your life, you might find that things that you've always wanted will now start moving. I hope that makes sense. All right, Pisces, we're going to do a Celtic cross, try to make it fast. This is for Sun, Moon, and Ascendant Pisces, ruled by Neptune, who is at home in your first house right now. How you appear to other people, how you look, along with Chiron in retrograde. What's going on for September 23rd through September 30th for Pisces? All right. All right, what is the central issue for that? Thank you. Central issue for Pisces. You got the 7 of coins. Okay. The energy surrounding that is the Aquarius card. This is the King of Swords. The foundation for this is the Tower in reverse. You're coming out of a big change. What's on your mind with this? This is the Aries card in reverse. So Queen of Wands, fire in reverse. This is the low octave of Aries. Okay, Pisces, in recent past, rest and respite. 4 swords. Near future, 10 of Wands in reverse. You, 7 of Wands, upright. How others perceive you, justice in reverse. Possibly you're feeling or other people are thinking that you've been treated unjustly. your hopes and fears that you've made a bad move. This is the Fool in reverse, and the outcome is the Taurus card, King of Coins or King of Discs in the upright. So Pisces, the central issue seems to be about awaiting a patience thing. 7 of Coins is an uneven number. It's 7. That's related to Netzach, and that is Venus. But what it is actually is Saturn in Taurus in terms of the astrological assignment for this card. And Saturn in Taurus is a very slow-moving energy. So you've been having to express a lot of patience in some situation. I'm thinking this situation might have something to do with a project that you're working on. The energy around it is the Aquarius card, and it's in the upright. So the Aquarius card tends to be in the high octave. Aquarius is about logic, rationale, justice, the collective, working for the betterment of everyone. Okay, so whatever project that you're having to show a lot of patience on, it has something to do, and the energy around it is a good positive energy. It has something to do with improving things for the collective, which would not be unlike you, Pisces, because you are very much about compassion and empathy and things like that. So things of a spiritual nature and things of a altruistic nature, philanthropic nature, are definitely up your alley. The foundation for this is the Tower in reverse, which is actually good. So you're moving out of a period of incredible change, and that's the reason that you've possibly taken on this project or endeavor. What's on your mind is a low octave of Aries, which is, it's impatient for one. It's the antithesis of this. So you might be feeling really, really frustrated. You're probably feeling like you need to move, and make things happen, and be extra aggressive and assertive with the process. That's what's on your mind. And I mean that energy can be very, very helpful. In the past, you've had the Four of Swords, which is about rest and respite. So perhaps in the past you've been at ease, calm, slow moving, taking your time, thinking about things, really analyzing things before making your first move. So with the impatience card here, right, with the slow moving, having to show patience card, and the positive energy around that, and moving out of a bad situation here, moving out of a life-changing, life-altering karmic situation here, it would naturally be an instinct to be impulsive, to think fast, to act fast. And here in the near future with the 10 of Wands in reverse, there could be, if you go with this energy, because it's what's on your mind, if you go with this fast-moving, impulsive, fast-acting, aggressive energy of Aries on the low octave, you will end up here with the 10 of Wands in reverse. And that is Saturn in Sagittarius, which is kind of like, Sagittarius is a mutable sign, meaning it's movable, like you're a mutable sign as well. And it is a fire sign, but Saturn is like lead, earth. It's restriction. So it's kind of the antithesis of Sagittarius. So that said, if you take on this energy, it won't serve you. You'll end up sort of hitting your head against a brick wall, and you will not reach a culmination. You will not reach a conclusion to the project. You will not see it through successfully if you take on this kind of energy. So not to say don't work towards something, not to say don't plod along and give your best effort every step of the way. But do not expend impulsive, aggressive energy, because it's not going to serve you here in the future, in the near future. Now, what's on your mind is you're sitting here. This is called the Seven of Wands. It's called the Valor card. The Valor card in the Thoth deck, and this is a Thoth-based deck, which is fighting the good fight, possibly on your own, possibly against some odds. So this is what's kind of you right now. You feel like you're fighting, and I can see why you'd have a desire to take on an aggressive, impulsive energy, because it looks like you're fighting. The rest of the world, those around you, are seeing that you've been treated unjustly. And your worst fear is that you've taken a chance with this project, and you've done it foolishly. That's the Fool in reverse. But the final outcome is the Taurus card. And Taurus upright means it's the Taurus card. It's the king in of pentacles or of discs, the king of earth. And basically this person is, well, he is, or yeah, it tends to be a male energy, even though Taurus is a feminine sign. They are someone who has created a solid structure. These are the CEOs of corporations. These are the folks that have built a very, very solid foundation from which to operate. So the final outcome is that is going to be the final result. You will have built a good, strong foundation and structure for whatever this project is. I think the key to look out for here is to use, in other words, stay along the course that you are on, but what's on your mind is to move impulsively and aggressively. Don't do that because this will cause you frustration. Okay, I hope this helped. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. If you'd like a personal reading, please email me at memememes@hotmail.com. That email address is in the description box below. And I will, oh, happy autumn equinox, although in the Northern Hemisphere, it certainly doesn't feel like it. It's hot. Otherwise, I will see you at the beginning of October. Take care, Pisces.